Welcome to Rooster TV, and today we're joined by one of our long-term support staff members, Gary Stork. Storky, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Tubbs. Nice to be here, mate.
It's great to have you in the gym. Your second home. You're home away from home. You like to throw the weights around?
Just has been a while, unfortunately, yeah. But I enjoy being here. It's a great place to be. It's like my second home.
Excellent. Just talk us through how you got involved with the footy club, like way back in the early days, and then talk us through how you've happened to hang around for so long.
I was fortunate to get a gig with the under-13s development squad in 2003 with 2004 with Andrew Jarman, and was here for a couple of years. In 2004 I got to know all the backroom staff and the players, and that was it. I was hooked and have been here ever since. Any role that the club wants me to do, be it match day, after hours, during hours, whatever, I'm in. So anything to help the club get to its goal of winning another premiership.
And talking about the backroom staff, obviously there's a lot of characters down there. You've got the we'll put Mudguts aside because he's the Hall of Fame legend of the support staff. But the other couple of guys, a few words on a couple of those boys.
Yeah, well, Wooney, if we've got to actually tell him to stop talking sometimes, but he doesn't listen. But that's okay. BJ's got the handshake of the Rock, the wrestler. Wayne Bailey's cute and cuddly. We've got a lot of great people. We did the sums the other day. There's 5 of us that got over 125 years of service to the club. So I think that just probably typifies what this club's about, and it retains its good people, and it keeps people at the club long term, and they're all wanting what the players want, what the staff want, what the members want. Ultimately, is to win premierships.
Yep. And you've also, unfortunately for yourself, you're a mad Geelong Cats fan, mate, and they just fell over again on the weekend. They've cost us a few Maldies in our punters club, that Mudguts runs. They've got a couple of easy games coming up. They're going to play finals.
I hope so, but nothing's for certain. As you know, on footy, Tubbs, you've played top level, you've played here. You never take any game for granted. Like we won't take Norwood for granted on Friday night, or we won't take Port Adelaide for granted come the last home game here at the end of August. So each game you've got to attack on your merits, as the boys are always reminded, to make sure that that their heads are around each game as it happens. And
you're not getting any younger, mate. I've seen a couple of the extensive warm-ups you have to put yourself through to run some water on game day. Is that just purely old age or soft tissues?
Probably a combination of everything, yeah. So approaching 56 now, and my goal is to be doing this when I'm 60. And as long as the club wants me, the boys enjoy my company. The moment I become redundant to them, that's fine. I'll move on, but I'm not going anywhere in a screaming hurry.
And just a quick we'll talk about the reserves game from the weekend. The boys had a great win in the wet, 17-24 to 1-1. Just give us a quick brief on that game.
Yeah, okay. Look, I was actually, it was pretty sad to watch a club with this history that Port Adelaide's got, in the way that they put up such a poor effort, and I suppose the lack of direction that appeared to be on the field from the box and everything else. There were a lot of young kids out there that were really confused. Our blokes took advantage of it, and if we'd not hit the post about 6 or 7 times, I reckon we would have kicked. Certainly Don Bradman's average would have got a fair nudge. But yeah, we were on track for a huge win. Great opportunity now has opened up for the reserves. They have a good win against Norwood on Friday night, and then they've got Port Adelaide back here in 2 weeks' time. They could go top, and I think that's firmly in the mind of the reserves boys going forward. Sure.
Yeah, the boys stuck strong to their structures. I thought they played the game well, and I thought Strato Agarastos probably kicked goal of the day with a great soccer out of mid-air. So hopefully we can see more of that this Friday night. On the Friday night's game, a big blockbuster down at the Parade. You like going there?
Oh, I love playing Norwood. Yeah, no, when I say playing Norwood, I'd do anything. I would cut my leg off to get 10 minutes out there with the boys, because Norwood probably have 2 less interchange players in 10 minutes, but I would have done my job. So played back the 70s and the 80s.
What's your best move? Uppercut? Headlock?
Probably go into the pack and just give them one underneath the chin. That'll be the end of it. So yeah, half a tongue bitten off in process. But no, in all fairness, it'll be a great contest. Yeah, they're coming off 12 wins. The last time they lost the game was to us. So they'll be pretty up for the match to try and knock us over and keep their run going. But I just see it as a great opportunity for our senior blokes to go, well, if we want to go deep into finals and bring Tommy home to Prospect where he belongs at the end of September, we've got to knock this mob off on Friday, and we can do it.
And retro round, the candy stripes are back in action.
Fantastic. Oh yeah, I love it. Yeah, I miss the one thing that we will miss is the barrel chests from the 80s. Grenville Dietrich and Stephen Sims, and the hard-working beer guts that were going into some of our senior players. Some of our young blokes will replace that with solid muscle, and our blokes are, it's a credit of our blokes, they are in really trim and good condition. But they'll serve the jumper well.
And just a couple of quick curly ones for you, mate. I've got a couple for you. Early round 2 this year, I've seen the players all take a hit for each other, but the water runner, old Storky here, got in the way of big Mitch Harvey and his opponent coming out, steaming out of full forward. Took a massive hit. We kicked the goal, and no one gave you a high five. What's with that?
No, I was actually one of the West Adelaide. I was holding to get him my breath, and I think I busted or bruised a couple of ribs, and my knee was shot, but I kept going through the whole match. But the West Adelaide people were giving me a bit of stick about a free kick, and I still had breath in my body to give it back to them, so make sure that they understood that they want to just concentrate on what they're doing and take a look at the scoreboard. But it was the first time I've been cleaned up by one of our own players and a Westies player at the same time. So it's 200 and something kilos coming at me and cleaning me up. It was felt that for a few weeks.
You're lucky Mitch didn't get you straight down the middle, mate. She might have been curtains.
No, that'd be West End Cemetery.
The other one, I'll let you take it a little bit further than me, but giving away a penalty when Josh Franco was coaching.
Oh, yes. I thought Barney was going to murder me that time. I was actually out on the half forward line at the main North Road end of the ground, and one of the Glenelg players having a shot at goal, and none of our blokes were saying anything, and I just thought, this is ridiculous, someone's got to say something, and I just couldn't help myself, and of course I gave away a penalty, and Franco gave me the death stare, and after the game he came up and he says, well, at least I don't have to kill you now, we won the game, and it didn't cost us, so I was fortunate to dodge that major bullet, because Franco would have killed me.
Yeah, I know, I was on the headsets in that game, and I might have been the one that dobbed you in, mate, but...
I'm glad you're still. Is that right? It's going to cost you. It's going to cost you, mate. It's going to cost you.
So as we said, a massive game this Friday night down at the Parade against Norwood, who are in, probably the premiership favourites at this moment. I'd like to thank Storky for joining us. He's been a volunteer of the year. He's a great servant of the footy club, and he makes our ice bills go through the roof. So thanks for joining us, and hopefully we get a big win in both grades this weekend. Thank you.
See you Friday night.